So this post is about property. One of the things that I'm discovering whilst doing this live is that the Wi-Fi is intermittent and certain parts of the property are dropping out of the Wi-Fi. So that's quite cool, right? Because I'm going to be able to sort that out before guests stay, and actually properly snagging your property will stop you getting negative reviews. You know, you go live, there's things wrong with the property, and that's when, you know, the old adage, you get one chance to make a first impression and all that. So your reviews need to be good from the get-go, ideally, because otherwise you get negative reviews early on, and then that knocks you and it stops you getting momentum when you first go in live, right? So guess what? You've got to stay in the property, or somebody sensible has got to stay in the property and snag it and find out things that Wi-Fi doesn't work. And the showers, okay, so the showers working properly. Lots of things. Washing machine. So Caroline and I, we're in Swansea. So this property that's about to go live is in Swansea, and we stayed somewhere nice. Okay, don't get me wrong, this place is fine. I'll give you a quick little flip the camera around. So this place is nice, right? I've got to take you in the lounge. Oh, that's the kitchen. I can't go too much in that part of the property because it's dropping me out of the Wi-Fi. And okay, so as you can see, it's a nice presented property that we stayed in, and it's important, okay, because ultimately you want the property to do well and you want to properly snag it. So, I mean, Caroline used the ensuite shower. Okay, I'll take you in there in the ensuite. So that's the room I just showed you. So yeah, she was in the ensuite. And one of the things to point out in this property actually is that the ensuite, it's got a toilet in there as well. The ensuite is like a wet room, and this property is a ground floor flat, and there's no parking restrictions outside. So actually you can't call it, you know, wheelchair friendly or anything like that, because literally the door frames are not wide enough to be classed as wheelchair friendly. But in the description, you can definitely, you know, sell it to people with mobility issues, right? And so people that don't want to do stairs, etc. So you can flag the fact that there's no stairs and there's a wet room, and even, you know, like when you've got a shower that is mounted on a shower tray. Well, quite often, I mean, Caroline's dad is got mobility issues. He's probably going to be watching this video. Hi, Paul. And so sometimes stepping up too high and then stepping back down, especially if you've got wet feet, is an issue. So wet rooms are great for people with some mobility issues. And actually, that's going to become extremely attractive to quite a large proportion of the population that don't want to do stairs and quite like the idea of having a wet room, older people, etc., etc. So it should be quite attractive for that type of guest, but clearly it's going to be attractive to all sorts of guests, because out the back there's a double bedroom and separated by the kitchen. Actually, I'm not going to go out there because I'll drop the Wi-Fi. And separated by the kitchen, and it's got its own bathroom back there, shower over bath. But ultimately, that's like having that back bedroom having its own ensuite, if you like, separated by the kitchen. So that's quite nice, isn't it, when there's separation between bedrooms, especially if people snore or whatever else is going on. And so a bit of separation, so noise separation as well. Kitchen in the middle. And actually, whilst I'm in this room, I'll just point out, so as you can see, the bed, we put double in. Sometimes we'll put a king size in, but ultimately it's fine if it's just a double. But mattress. So mattresses, we go for firm mattresses, because if you put soft mattresses in, they can be a bit cheaper. But you know what? People with bad backs, etc., they will struggle with a soft mattress, okay? Because, you know, when people are on their side and their spine ends up too curved and all that. So people with back conditions will definitely complain more likely to complain if the mattress is soft. and less people tend to complain when the mattress is firm. I don't mean like rock solid, like lying on concrete, but a firm mattress. Pocket sprung mattress. I don't like the springy ones. Okay, so pocket sprung, 1,000 pocket sprung mattress. So I think above that point is a good level, and it's always worth having a try of the mattress. So if you can go to a good place where you can have a try, and so these mattresses from I'll remember. I'll post it in the comments where we got the stuff from. But here's, I need to go where the Wi-Fi is better. Good mattresses and firm. And guess what? I used the shower over bath. I was relegated in there, and Caroline used the ensuite, so we can test the showers work. Obviously, we're testing Wi-Fi work. We had the wash machine on earlier on, because it's a new wash machine in the property, and just basically going around taking photos of all of the snags, and then that maintenance snagging. So hopefully that was useful, guys, because like I say, when you go live, you don't want guests saying, look, Wi-Fi doesn't work, washing machine doesn't work, shower doesn't work properly, all of those stuff, because that's negative reviews and that's going to hit your bottom line. So if you're getting good value from all my tips and tricks and hints and knowledge on service accommodation, give me a like and a follow or a subscribe, depending on what the platform is, and then you'll get more of this. This Wi-Fi needs sorting out. For me, Property Soldier, remember, your future prosperity needs you to properly snag. Okay, see you soon. Take care.